Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Serena Williams' former coach names the only player on the WTA Tour who might have more potential than Coco Gauff. Coco Gauff is arguably the best and brightest young star that the WTA has to offer, with that notion only solidified after her French Open title. There she soared through the draw and dug deep to topple the world number one Aryna Sabalenka in a dramatic three-set encounter. However, it was arguably what happened after the match that drew the most attention, with Sabalenka's comments about Gauff spreading like wildfire. Few would have blamed the American for reacting poorly to these claims, yet she remained measured and mature in her reaction, and in the end probably saved the Belarusian from even more backlash. Both a supremely talented player and a great ambassador for the sport, there's one other who has now been tipped to be on track to match her potential. Which WTA player has more potential than Coco Gauff? This claim came from Rick Matchy, who knows all about nurturing young tennis stars into the champions of the future. After all, he is credited with the early development of both Venus and Serena Williams, who emerged from Compton, California, to dominate tennis. View tweet. Taking to X to write about Coco Gauff, the coach was keen to praise his young compatriot. However, he also wanted to give credit to another youngster who might be set to rival the 21-year-old for the next decade. He wrote, "Coco has more upside than any player on tour except maybe Andreeva, because she is proven, and with biomechanical modifications to the forehand and second serve, I feel they can become elite, and the 21-year-old Delray Dart will be even tougher to beat." Mira Andreeva is already breaking records for fun. As an elite-level teenager who is already at the top of the sport, challenging for the game's biggest honors, Andreeva is unsurprisingly breaking records with ease. Perhaps most crucially, this year saw the 18-year-old become the youngest ever winner of a Masters 1000 event since the category was introduced in 2009, when she claimed the Indian Wells title. Not only that, but Andreeva's run saw her defeat Iga Swiatek and Aryna Sabalenka in the semifinals and final respectively. She became the first player under the age of 18 since Serena Williams in 1999 to defeat a world number one and a world number two in back-to-back matches. This marked the pinnacle of an already sparkling career, which has also seen the Russian reach the semifinals of the French Open in 2024, and now the fourth round of both the Australian Open and Wimbledon this year. Shockingly, these stats are just the tip of the iceberg for this limitless youngster who is poised to dominate tennis alongside Gauff for many years to come. The gravity of Gauff's game. Since bursting onto the scene at 15, Coco Gauff has consistently embodied the spirit of Serena: aggressive baseline strokes, explosive athleticism, and an uncanny court presence. Matchy reminisced about her. Her first serve someday can hit 130 miles per hour. Makeup speed is as good as the sport has ever seen. Reddit.com, +12. Talksport.com, +12. EssentiallySports.com, +12. He also praised her reflexes and counterpunching. Coco counterpunches better than any player in and out of the corner. Makeup speed in and out of the corner is another level. Sportskeeda.com. Yet even with such dynamic tools, Matchy is clear. Coco's ceiling remains just shy of greatness unless she refines her serve, especially the second delivery, and turns her forehand into a weapon. Reddit.com, +2. TheSportStack.com, +2. Talksport.com, +2. 2. Enter the wild card, Matchy's lonely number two. Amid this conversation, Serena's ex-coach pointed to one other WTA player who might eclipse, even outshine, Coco in terms of future potential. The chatter? It circles around a teenage phenomenon, Mira Andreeva. In late 2024, Reddit was buzzing. Former 16-year-old Mira Andreeva has literally achieved more than many professional tennis players ever will, breaking the top 25, a major semi-final, French Open, and a silver medal, and she's just 17. Talksport.com, +15. Reddit.com, +15. Reddit.com, +15. Plus, Baby Goat. Mira Andreeva has literally achieved more, and a silver medal, edited to add, and she's just 17. Reddit.com. Andreeva's tournament breakthroughs are eye-popping. A fourth-round Wimbledon run at just 16, wins over top 2-0 opponents before turning 17, and debut Grand Slam third rounds that echo the hallmarks of a future champion. en.wikipedia.org. 3. Comparing trajectories. Gauff versus Andreeva. Aspect Coco Gauff Mira Andreeva. Age of breakthrough teen prodigy at 15 to 16. Grand Slam winner by 20 landmark results at 15 to 17. Madrid, Wimbledon. Physical athleticism, Olympic grade speed. 130 miles per hour serve potential lightning youth reflexes. Fearless court navigation. Mental maturity battles issues under pressure. Serve consistency. en.wikipedia.org. +11. en.wikipedia.org. +11. Reddit.com. +11. TheTennisGazette.com. +12. TheSportStack.com. +12. Page6.com. +12. en.wikipedia.org. Page6.com. +13. Talksport.com. +13. Talksport.com. +13. Early poise in high-stakes matches at WTA 1000s. Raw upside high, but with defined technical gaps massive, with few visible cracks as of 2025. Matchy knows that Coco's ceiling is vast, but not boundless. Andreeva's meteoric rise suggests she might climb even higher, with fewer technical plateaus and more room for explosive growth. 4. The coach's eye. Why only she? Rick Matchy, who guided Serena during her emergence into the tennis greats, sees something rare in Mira. Tactically savage strokes, mental calm, physically adaptable game. Reddit's acclaim echoes this. She has gaps, but her best years are in front of her. TheSportStack.com. +11. Reddit.com. +11. TheTennisGazette.com. +11. Indeed, it's a great season 7th player to defeat a top 20 opponent before age 16. en.wikipedia.org. +1. Reddit.com. +1. In choosing just one player more potent than Gauff, Matchy underscores Andreeva's near-stage-ready game, while Coco still refines hers. 5. Looking ahead. 2 destinies, 1 court. Coco Gauff is already sculpting her legend. With undeniable power and top 3 rankings, sustained by wins over Sabalenka and Swiatek, she's poised to address her serve and forehand gaps, the same ones Matchy spotlighted. TheSportStack.com. +10. Talksport.com. +10. TheTennisGazette.com. +10. Mira Andreeva, by contrast, carries the aura of a blank canvas scrawled with stardust. Her youth, boldness, and hunger position her as not just a contender, but a potential mythic figure, who walks Jose's path of intensity and court domination, who bursts through to redefine the rankings. Ultimately, it's not a prediction, it's a choice for fans, more tools honed, or near-limitless upside being shaped before our eyes. Sparkle's final note, a story unwritten. At present, Coco is the torchbearer, packed with power, hungry for the summit, fight-ready. Andreeva is emerging as the dream, the one talent risking to outgrow even Coco's brilliant rise. In naming the only player with greater potential, Matchy stays true to the coach's credo. He watches raw DNA, perceives untapped possibility, and honors the rare ease of natural development. If this claim holds truth, we're standing at the dawn of a rivalry, the seasoned fire of Coco versus the raw promise of Andreeva. Who wins the next chapter of women's tennis? Let the court decide.